How you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while since I made a thrift store vinyl finds video, and I think this is number 32. I mean, and for someone like me who's been making these videos for like 4 or 5 years, that probably is hardly that many videos compared to a lot of people in the VC. But I gotta tell you, I think we're the victims of our own success. I think that in recent couple of years, especially, pickings have been really thin at the thrift stores. You know, I remember 3, 4, 5 years ago, per visit I'd take home, you know, at least a half a dozen things or whatever at a time. But lately, in the last 6 months, I'm going to show you. What I'm going to do here. I'm going to make 3 videos for 2 reasons. Even though I don't have that many finds to show you, I want to make these videos maybe a little shorter, because I know people like to watch a lot of videos, but maybe they only have so much time at a session to watch or whatever, especially people into the VC or the vinyl community. So in a way, it's like, I think a lot of things too is I think people that are getting rid of records or whatever, they think, okay, vinyl, they think it's all valuable now, and they'll, instead of taking it to like Goodwill and just donating it for nothing, I think a lot of people, they're taking them to like record stores that sell used vinyls, but then they don't realize that, you know, they think that they're old. I hate to diss the Carpenters. Let's say they're Carpenters records or whatever. No, I don't hate the Carpenters. In fact, I'm even talk about that maybe in another video. But like they think that just because something's on vinyl, it's like collectible or valuable, and they don't realize that there's been untold billions of records made, and you know, just a tiny percentage of those that are collectible or valuable. If you buy records or whatever, you really, to me, my opinion, it's really about the music. It's about listening to the music and playing the records. They're not like, to me, they're not commodities to trade or to be like, you know, to profiteer off of. Although I will admit, if I see a record that I know has some collectible value, I'm going to pick it up, even if I'm not crazy about the artist or the music or whatever. But the records I'm going to show you, honestly, I haven't really listened to all these records yet. In fact, even right before I'm shooting this, I was just putting the needle around this record, and I really like what I hear. The record we're talking about is get it there. It's Rockpile, Seconds of Pleasure, and this came out in like 1980. It's by no means a rare record or whatever, but it's a fun record. I gotta say, I've been putting the needle down, and maybe I will just now just give you some samples. I'm sure YouTube will let me do that, and you guys have a sense of humor, obviously. But they're kind of like, was it Dave Lowe and Dave Evans? It kind of sounds like they were like, this was in 1980, but they were kind of like emulating the 60s, I guess, British bands or whatever that were emulating American rock, I guess. I don't know, but let's just put the needle, let's just turn this up a little bit and see where we are in this record here. Pretty upbeat. But yeah, I've been That's what I've been doing too in the last few months. I've been listening to a lot of my records when I get the time, when I don't have to work and you know, dealing with the winter that seems to be hanging on. But that seems like a really fun record there. That's Rockpile. Next record I'm going to show you. This guy's been around a long time. He was he started with the Kings. Well, he wasn't one of the original members, but he was in the Kingston Trio, and then he started writing songs for them, and then he went like solo. But he's not like he actually wrote some famous songs for other people. Excuse me. We're talking Jon Stewart, and this is probably his most well-known record, I guess, Bombs Away, Dream Babies. But he had a major hit with the song called Gold. People out there turning music into gold. I've been putting the needle down on this, and this album is like in mint condition, so I was really happy to get this, because I'm kind of a fan of this guy. I mean, he's kind of like been overlooked, but he kind of sounds a lot like Johnny Cash in his singing. Maybe that's just the way he sings. I don't know if he purposely sounds that way, but I have other records by this guy, and I was glad to get this in my collection. That's Jon Stewart. Now this I just put the needle down around on this one. I didn't know anything about this group when it came out, but I guess they were from the late 60s, English. They were kind of like a jazz rock kind of fusion. I think they only made a couple records. This is, I think, their first album. This is a Bloodwind Pig. A Head Rings Out, and I'll show you inside here. But they're kind of like bluesy, kind of rock stuff here. They're English, and they were on A&M. But back when A&M was first getting started here, so that was Bloodwind Pig. This was, I think, a cool find too. This is I'm kind of a fan of the whole late 60s country rock, like when the Byrds did like Sweetheart of the Rodeo, and kind of spawned bands like that, like the Eagles and other ones like that. Well, this is kind of like a compilation double album. It's the Flying Burrito Brothers there. Close Up the Honky Tonk. So it's a double record, double album, and it's got kind of like a bio of stuff, of the history, and what tracks are on here and stuff. So this is a very, very cool find. It's in like mint condition. So that's the Flying Burrito Brothers. I really don't know a whole lot about Country Joe McDonald. I mean, I knew Country Joe and the Fish, obviously, but after that, I don't know much about him. I haven't even put the needle down. Excuse me. On this yet, but this is Country Joe McDonald, Goodbye Blues. So this, I think, it's a pretty cool find. It's on Fantasy Records. Well known for like CCR was on that really well too. And last but, well, no, I guess not last but not least, this second last. This is probably a well-known, if you're into songwriting, you know who this guy was. I mean, you never hear this guy on the radio. But this was Leonard Cohen, Songs of Leonard Cohen. That was his first record, I guess, right? Strange art there. But this, I'm pretty sure this is like mint condition. There's a reissue there. I'm in kind of a good mood, so I'm not going to play this record. You don't want to play this when you're in a good mood. It might suck the life out of you. I don't know. But this next thing. This is the last one I'm going to show in this video. Some famous guitar players here. John Fay, Leo Kottke, and Peter Lang, who I'm not familiar with. I haven't played this one yet, but this is on. I think this is on the Tacoma label, which was John Fay's company. I think he started that company, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, something like this you don't really find, at a thrift store. I mean, some of these you might, like the Rockpile one you might, but these other ones I consider, even now, like I said, pickings have been kind of slim. But that's okay, because my collection, I gotta say, has reached kind of like critical mass. And when if I get some new records, I kind of go through my collection and think, okay, is there any artists that I really were not that terribly interested in, if they're not like super collectible discs or whatever? Can I afford to get rid of those or whatever? Because, you know, I think that's one of the problems of us collectors. Is like your collection gets to a certain size and it make it hard to manage or whatever. But like I said, I've had so much success through the years finding great records, and I've seen that happen. It's like things when they're when they're not hip, they're easy to get, and then collectors kind of like get into it, and then the publicity comes, and then it's like then the prices start to climb. And even for things like cameras, I'm said that I'm going to make videos on film cameras, and I notice prices of those have gone up at thrift stores, if you can find some decent ones still. Bicycles, things that I've shown on this channel, that maybe like 5 or 10 years ago you could get cheap, and all of a sudden the prices are up there. Maybe that's like the eBay effect or something. But anyway, I'm going to close this video, and I'm going to say thanks, and I want to thank all my subscribers. Like I said, this video is about people like probably who watch this channel, and people like me who love to collect things and recondition things and use things. We're not people who think everything is some sort of a money-making commodity or something. But like I said, when some things are like go up in price, then there might be other things that you can kind of collect or get into that are like reached like a low level, that haven't like gone up in price. But I have so many records here. I wish I had more time to listen, which is what I'm going to do. But like I said, I'm going to release this video, and I'm going to make a couple other videos with the records that I haven't shown you yet, and I'll release these 2 more. Maybe I'll give some time between those, because like I said, the finds haven't been coming. But what I did say quite a while back in another video, that I will be making, I'm still going to make vinyl videos, because I have such a collection of stuff that I've never shown, that I want to like group things by subject or whatever, and I'll call them like thrift store legacy, vinyl finds legacy videos. So they won't be things that I've just found. So with that, I'll say goodbye for now until next time, and good luck finding some great music there on vinyl. Bye for now.